that moment when you're caught up with the story and you feel like, oh, now I get it. Yeah, that will never happen to me in a Resident Evil video game, ever.
Oh, good news. I'm gonna be coming home soon. Yay!
After playing this, I know for a fact, I know for sure that I don't know anything about Resident Evil. And Mia, like, what is happening with Mia? They kidnapped her in Village, and now they're kidnapping her again. Granted, this one was first and Village was the sequel. I mean, are we looking at a trilogy? Are they going to kidnap Mia again? Is it gonna be like a 3-part video game? So many questions. I played Village, alright, and because it was like one of the best video games I've ever played in my life, I wanted to know more about the story. I wanted to know more what happened to Mia, so I played this one a couple of days ago. Yeah, I'm doing it backwards. And I understand nothing. In the first 5 minutes, you get to kill Mia. But she's alive in Village and she gave birth to a beautiful baby girl, so how do you give birth to a child if you have an axe in your shoulder? So many questions. One thing I will say, well, I'm gonna say a lot of things. Biohazard is much more scarier than Village. I mean, when you have a lot of guns, you're not afraid. It's the human nature. Look at countries that have big military and a lot of guns. They're not afraid. Biohazard, because there's not a lot of weapons or bullets and stuff, makes you feel more vulnerable in true nature of a horror video game. But I don't play video games. I really don't, because of my life. I don't need more horror in my life as it is. It's enough. But hey, like I said, I wanted to know what happened to Mia. What a mistake. And is this even Resident Evil? Like, have you seen the movies? In the movies, that lady with the dress kills like 1,000,000 zombies. In the video games, you get none of that stuff. There's more atmosphere and everything is more, slow down, slow paced. I really wish they would make a movie like this. There's a 4-year difference between Biohazard and Village at this point. Resident Evil Village looks absolutely amazing, especially if you have the hardware. Photorealism. Almost. This game, it doesn't. Yeah, it has none of that stuff. I played this in 2K with everything set to high except the shadows, and it looks a bit mediocre, but I get it. 2017, go figure. If you've never played a Resident Evil video game, yeah, this is the perfect place to start. This is where you start. It really, really welcomes you.
Get back to your room right now!
Within the first 1 hour of gameplay, I experienced tension, anxiety. I had to go to the bathroom. I had, what the hell is that? Moments that I never thought I would experience. I don't go through stuff like this in video games because I don't play horror games. I really walked into this wanting to learn more about the story and thinking, just like Village, is going to be more of a shooter than a survival. I was wrong, and depending on the level of difficulty you're playing this, it could be a little bit of both. But the number one thing, like the thing that makes this a solid 10 out of 10, is that this game stands on its own proudly. Without being a Resident Evil franchise wannabe video game, nah man, this is very good and it's a solid experience. I don't want all my Assassin's Creed games to look the same, and I don't want all the sequels to all my favorite games to feel and look the same. We have to be able to difference them apart. Is that English?
Where do you think you're going? Please help me. Help me.
Biohazard holds its own proudly. This game is a force. And yeah, like I said, you get the complete package. The DLCs are included, and you also feel a little bit cheated to the point where you have to play the last DLC in order to understand the ending better, because the ending, you don't really see what's going on, so you need to play the DLC. For the people that don't have the DLCs, I guess that's not fair to them, but it doesn't matter because at this point, the whole package costs like 12 euros, $12, something like that. It's a steal for the price. And there's not just old boring story and stuff like that. You get to have fun in the DLCs. You get a lot of crazy stuff is happening, especially with that birthday party. Man, that was weird.
I'm hungry. What is taking so long?
One thing that I did kind of like bothered me about the DLC, especially the one with Mia, at the end I chose to save Zoe because Mia is a psychopath and I don't like her. And the DLC forces you, like, your choice is that you only saved Mia and Zoe kind of got to die or something like that. I guess people, the developers, thought that everyone's gonna save Mia. Yeah, that's totally not the case. But I'm just bickering, you know, it's just, you don't get perfect video games or anything like that. But this is a solid 10. Very good experience. I mean, when this came out, I remember it to be a very demanding video game. A couple of updates later, maybe a brand new graphics card. Who am I kidding? No, it's the same graphics card. The performance is way better than it was when it came out. And yeah, for the price tag, for the fact that you're getting the full package, 10 out of 10. Resident Evil 7 Biohazard. Pick it up. This is a must play. Thanks so much for watching. My name is Rocashu. Yeah, more reviews on the way. Stay tuned. Peace.